about this. Effort is just way behind now. He's forced to slowly build spore colonies at every single expansion before he can even mine at them. Absolutely terrible. Oh, the Overlord goes down at that expansion. Finally, though, another Overlord goes up, so and it will be safe for now, but Flash now has expanded to his natural, and now he's going to get that second gas up. Basically, Effort is forced to build at least one spore colony at each base before he even gets to start mining. And meanwhile, he's behind on his food count. I guarantee he's behind on his food count. I'm sorry, on his control count, rather. And oh, he's at 20/11, so he's got one Overlord right now. One Overlord with the Hydralisk underneath it, compared to 50 out of 66 for Flash. I wonder who's winning. And Flash just... He's basically, once he gets his tanks through, if he decides to go for tanks, it's going to be a good game here. Or if he decides to go back to Medic Marines, really he can do anything he wants. He can go for dropships with Medic Marines. That's certainly viable also. And getting an Engineering Bay up, second command center, of course, about done. And those Overlords are just basically stuck at that one location where they can be protected by the Hydralisks in the Spore Colony. So we're going to see how Flash slowly dismantles Zerg player after going for this, after going for a Wraith Harass. So take notes, Terran players out there. I'm certainly going to take notes, even though I don't even play Terran. This is just going to be a clinic in how to tear apart a Zerg player piece by piece after going for a Wraith Rush. I don't think there's any way back for Effort, even though he has managed to take both of his expansions back. Flash is just going to dominate Effort. There's no question about it. Flash now bringing his factory back into his base. I'm going to guess he's going to go for a mech build now. And, wow, doing more harass on the gas line here now of Effort, and Effort's gas drones are down once again. That one spore colony not providing enough coverage, and Flash not afraid of taking a few hits on that swarm of Wraiths there, and Flash's Wraiths are really getting revenge for all the SCVs that were killed by Mutalisks in the past 7 years of StarCraft. The SCV's revenge, I guess. And that one drone scouting, oh, is it going to get picked off? Gets picked off by an SCV there. So Flash, the love child of Kerrigan and Raynor, showing his just massive, unhuman Terran skills here. And yeah, maybe I'm just too much of a fanboy of Flash. I do like Flash a lot more than I like 4GG, though. I think really honestly, Flash has more potential than 4GG. I mean, especially given his youth and his creativity. 4GG is a very strong player. Now, I'm not saying he's not a strong player. I would say he's just made it into the S class, along with Flash. I mean, I would say my S class would be a +1 spines, by the way, for Hydralisk. I guess they're really desperate at this point. My definition of S class would include a group that includes Flash, 4GG for Terran, and Jaedong, and maybe July for Zerg. Really, that's it though. Protoss actually I don't think have an S-class player right now, unfortunately for them. Best was looking like he was about to go into the S-class. Bisu used to be S-class, but now he's certainly fallen behind. And Cal, Stork, Bisu, Best, they're pretty much on the same level now, in contention to really shine, but none of them have really shown themselves to be that great yet, or that consistent, especially Best. Losing a couple of critical games recently, especially in the Pro Leagues, for his team SKT1, losing that game against, I forgot whom it was, but he really shouldn't have lost that game, and he did. But Flash certainly one of the two S-class Terrans out there now, and certainly I personally think he's the better Terran. And this is just me talking right now because well, basically we're going to watch Flash build up a lot of mech units and just crash into Effort's base, and there's nothing Effort can do really. I mean, he can kill off a couple of Wraiths and maybe protect the Overlords, but with double the food count, Flash is just way in the lead. Effort is designed to go for Lurkers, which of course is his only real retreat here, but I don't know. I mean, I wonder how Jaedong would have dealt with the situation. Had Jaedong gone for a double expand early on, had Flash gone for the crazy mechanized build, I don't know how much better Jaedong would have done defending, because Flash's plan was just absolutely brilliant, dropping that one vulture, and you know, just doing a lot of harassment, forcing all the drones back to the main, and then following up immediately with the 2-port Wraiths, and just causing havoc, absolute havoc inside of the Zerg player's base. And with those two expansions fairly spread out, it's just impossible. It was impossible for the Hydralisk to mine for about half of the game so far. And the Lurkers are breaking through here, but they're going to have a nasty little surprise on their hands once they see those tanks coming up. Yeah, Effort is not going to be happy about that. Once those Lurker eggs are going to go down, that's a definite double-sided, double-edged sword there, because the Medic Marines are also going to come down. I don't think I don't think Effort has a superior ground force here by a mile. Those tanks are going to rip up those lurkers, and Effort knows this, I think. He knows this, he knows the tanks are coming, and while he's cleaning up those lurker eggs, we're going to see a big fight in the middle here, and Flash is going to win this fight. Really, I mean, in a narrow corridor like this, there's no way. Oh, and the lurker's getting pounded at, and this is just going to be sad to watch here. Science Vessel already out for Flash, and Flash, monstrous Terran player here, is going to dispatch Effort quite easily in this first game, and Effort's going to have a tough time in the second game, Return of the King, which I personally think is going to be Terran favored against Zerg. So Flash showing he is just as on top of the game as he's ever been, at least against this relatively newcoming Zerg player who looked very promising against Cal. But, you know, this is only game one, so it's too early to say anything. And certainly Flash won using a very creative strategy he might not be able to do next time. Here comes the Lurkers going in for the attack on the tanks. The Marines spreading out. One tank goes down, but no, there's the rest of the Lurkers. 2 tanks go down, but that's it. The rest will be taken out. GG coming from Effort, and Flash just dispatching Effort without too much effort, haha. And Flash looking as stoic as ever, looking good in this game. Hope you guys enjoy this commentary. Game 2 of Flash vs. Effort coming up. Oh, and before I forget, another shout out to Peanut. Here what we're seeing is her standing next to Stork in Korea, of course, after a pro game. And look at that sign. It says, "Hi Cholera." That's right, that's me. My screen name is only a foot away from Stork. And here is her standing next to Jangbi, who looks really different outside of from the last time I saw him, at least on TV. And there's High Collar again. So yeah, thanks Peanut for putting my shout out there. And what I want you to do is take a big sign that says Cholera Heart Reach, and actually no, just Cholera Heart, and point an arrow towards your left, and then stand to the right of Reach. And just take a picture of that. That would make my year. Thanks so much, Peanut. I appreciate it.